Hey, space sailors. Welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Citizen Sleeper. By the look of it, I left off right at the end of a day. We have a lot of goals to do at this point. We've got to invest in Bliss, we've got to help finish the Sidereal Horizon, we've got to help the Yataghan, potentially, although questionable. We've got to hack Harden's people. We've got to bring gear roll caps to Memphis. We've got to bring mushrooms to Briar. That's a late game thing. We got to find Ashton. We got to find a grow bed for this Greenway seed. We got to chase leads for Fang, and we got to gather scrap. Our health is currently pretty good. We have piles of data too. I don't know where to plant this seed. So let's sleep and get some new dice. Not a terrible set of rolls, not great. How many hardened agents are left? Just the one, or is it two or more? Havenage, yet again. Harden, yet again. Okay, there's two. By the look of it. And I need to get rid of them. A 5 or a 3, okay. And a 4 or a 5. Perfect, actually. We can hack both of those right now. Toss in a 3. You remember the guy who lived here? He didn't tip. Time for him to see the consequences. Port, and I need a 4. Oh, I have 2. Yeah. Security protocols on this agent are serious stuff. What are Harden's collaborators up to? Okay, that should be the lot of them. Right? I think so. I think I need to talk to Fang now. Let's see what else. Right, we've dealt with him. We can work as an enforcer, though we're not actually good at it. Interesting, we do get free energy for doing so. We need scrap, which we were getting a lot of it for free, but not so much anymore. Where is, did I miss an agent? Usually there'd be some kind of prompt on this. Oh, the ports, okay. Ah. It's a lot of ripper work. I see. Worm begins tearing through the data cache, spinning out a thread to Fang's terminal. Okay, so that might take a little while then. It usually does. Oh, I see. I need to... This will provide Fang with the ability to rip any data he likes from Harden's network. I need to do that in multiple places. Gotcha. The worm makes a little nest among the agent's data. Enjoy your stay, little friend. Now... Yes, now we can go talk to Fang. As you walk into the tambour, you quickly spot Fang arguing with Jenna. Now we'll walk up. You come up behind Fang, and he turns and notices you. Jenna stops mid-tirade as you arrive. She turns to you. You again. You here to vouch for this layabout? Sure. She laughs. Well, and what are you two up to? Fang winks at you and interjects. It's like I told you, Jenna, I'm getting them out. I'm helping them out, getting them settled, sorting their life out. They're a sleeper, you know what that means? Jenna softens. She looks a little embarrassed. Of course I know. She stops to think. Look, Fang, I get it. You're trying to help, but if you want to keep this job, you're going to need to be a little bit more reliable. Fang nods solemnly. Won't happen again, Jenna, I promise. She looks suspiciously between the two of you. Okay then. She turns to you. And look, I didn't mean to. Just be cool, alright? She turns and walks back to the bar. Well, well, didn't know you'd stand up for me, sleeper. Feng claps you on the back. I appreciate the solidarity. He takes out his slate, pulsing with pale light. Now let's take a look at what you're really here for. The slate is a whirling mess of code streams, coming direct from the road ripper worms as they dig through the agent's data and spin it into threads for the slate to pick up. Anything good? Feng scrolls the display with a finger. A lot of junk, a lot of dull-as-hell message threads, a lot of tedious data caches, but... Feng's eyes flash. Definitely some good stuff. He stops the screen scrolling at an entry and expands it. Check this out. Feng shows you the screen. You see a bold corporate logo, not Solheim's, and a word below. Conway. Feng says. He's working with Conway. Conway Extractions, right? Feng nods. He's been speaking with them personally. Got a whole chain of messages here, but it's mostly encrypted or redacted. He rubs his head. Damn it, this is juicy, but we can't nail him with it. He scrolls some more. Wait. What's this? A wasteland reclamation facility? Right here on the eye? He glances at you. What's the bet this place is tucked into the wastes? The wastes? It's the section of the eye Erlen couldn't reclaim. It was too damaged, too cut off. Back before the collapse, people would have got there by going down the connected spoke from the hub, but that spoke's broken now, so the only way is the long way, round the rim past the Greenway. He shows you his slate. On his slate. Feng looks away, thinking. Conway have been making moves on this system since the collapse. I heard they took over one of Solheim's old belt colonies a while ago, moved everyone out and reclaimed the whole rock. I work with Harden. Access, old connections? Not sure. Feng looks back at the screen. But if Harden's involved in it, then we need to check it out. Simple as that. Alright, what next? Feng stares out into the middle distance. We have to get to that facility. The answer to whatever Harden's been prepping, been planning, has to be there. And we are going to catch him in the act. Give me 5, maybe 6 cycles, and then I'll see you on the Greenway. I seem to remember there's some old service docks on the outer shell up by the Haifa building. Should be a good place to meet. Feng squeezes your shoulder. Thanks again, Sleeper, for sticking with this. I haven't forgotten about that tracker of yours either, but I'm gonna need to be back in my bay to pull a solution together. He turns the slate around to face you, showing a mass of scrolling code. I've been working on a fix in my brakes. He winks. Feng grins widely. Now I've got to go ask for some time off from Jenna. Wish me luck. He waves as he walks back to the bar, where Jenna's standing with a look of deep exhaustion in her eyes. Good luck with that, Feng. Okay, an upgrade point. Do I want to spend it right away? I really can't unless I want this or this. Let's see, we've already maxed that out. Reroll all your dice once per cycle is kind of nice. Or, yeah, we're going to save this upgrade point. Okay. We need food, so let's buy some food. Okay, plus energy. Now, we're gonna need more cash before too long, I'm sure, but what am I waiting on here? No, Ethan to show back up, but we don't have that long on, actually. We do have, yeah, we can gain random scrap from engineer actions, so we need to get some scrap. And then, freight hub, import export. Right, we need caps for that. It's both good cryo. Need money for that. Let's go back across to the Greenway. There's not really anything in cyberspace over here. Wow, that goes on a ways, huh? It's not really... Oh, right, the escaped ship is over there. So yeah, we got the wastes, the margins, the commune, the service dock. What's going on here? Oh, we're waiting for Feng here. Why is it that you always have to wait for Feng? When is he going to be the one waiting for you? So the Greenway itself. We have struggled to map it so far, but let's throw one of these in and see what happens. Okay, you map a section, but there's always an unexpected passage, a collapsed chamber ready to introduce chaos into your careful studies. We're a ways away from fully mapping that. That's where we're waiting for him. Commune. Right. The only way to become part of the commune is to work your way in through long service. It isn't for everyone. But it's only through engage or endure, which we're not particularly good at. We can work in the canteen or the grow beds. Newcomers to the commune can work within the canteen, preparing and serving food for those that make the compound their home. Or the grow beds are at the heart of the commune, feeding the members and fueling their lab work. You're invited to assist in maintaining them. Okay. And then there's the margins here, which we can explore. Search for signals or look for tracks. Well, let's see if we can track down Ashton. Notice a spike of activity, a vast transfer of information taking place. What's happening out there? Okay, and then we'll throw one into, not that good at that. That's risky, though. Let's keep trying to map the Greenway. Okay, O++, nice. You see the corporate order beneath the leaves and rot, and the bright inventions the Greenway's plants have wrapped around this structure. That did give me access to a location. Farm stacks. Okay, so I can try to steal, which is ++++ energy, but I could get hurt. There's loads of food here. Watch these farmers keep it themselves. You can do it quickly. They might not even notice it's gone, but if you get stealing, you're out. You can just work here, or you can buy food. The farming collective who control the stacks don't like to sell their food piecemeal, but for the right price they'll let it go. 16 cryo. Or, we can just work here. That's an endure thing. Some farm stacks from the old station have survived. The farmers that work them are always looking for new workers. They pay by yield. It's just a repeatable money action, which we're not good at enduring, so it's not going to be that great for us. I think my priority has to be to build our house, honestly, at the moment. But I don't have a really great way to do that other than to, well, we can buy scrap from this ship when it comes back, or we can do engineering actions. Okay, oof. That's a terrible bunch of rolls. I can basically just use it to steal data. Which I can sell, of course, but damn. Yeah, that's pretty bad. What else? Yeah. I mean, I can sell data, and I will sell data. Let's, in fact, sell some data now. I mean, it's 10 cryo apiece, so it's pretty reliable. Very much playing both sides here. Fortunately, that's about all I can do with these. I have an engineering action I can do over here where we're working on the sidereal horizon. ++ and 15 cryo. We did make a lot of money this turn, which is nice. But on the other hand, that's about it. I mean, I'm gonna hack some people, just grab ourselves as much data. I mean, every one of these hacks is effectively 20 cryo, so not a bad deal for a dice that's otherwise pretty useless, but Not exactly spectacular either. Alright, we're just gonna have to sleep again. Pretty much hold on to the data until I actually need the money, because sometimes it's needed for other things. Sorry. Okay, that's a better series of rolls. We only got 2 cycles till Ethan pops back up, too. We might have to buy scrap, which is okay. We can afford it. But we were coming up with a lot more of it at random before. I'd like to buy into this business up here, too, but not yet. Let's keep exploring over here. I think that's got to be the top priority, really. Finish up the Greenway proper. Well, let's put a pretty good one in and let's just get it done. Plus, plus. And there we go. 'Tis mapped. Another new drive. Oh, grow mushrooms. Oh, nice. Well, we need those, yeah. Okay, we unlocked 2 new locations, mushroom groves and the aviary. So here, let's see, the grove mushrooms are dangerously inconsistent. Spores provide a chance to gather or study these species in an untouched form. So we can get grove spores. Or over here, fungus that grow in the deep groves of the Greenway are typically avoided, but those with sharp eyes might find useful fruiting bodies. So we can get spores, and we can get Ural caps, which are what we need for Memphis. And then the aviary. Once a corporate garden for impressing guests with gene-tweaked birds, now this chamber's a mess of undergrowth. You can change that. Cut away the choking vines, stop the rot, and this place could be turned back into a garden of sorts. I'm not very good at it, though. Let's try to get Ural caps. Plus Ural caps. Deep in a vent core, you find the amber caps of Urals. In this micro-ecosystem, they're protected from other, stranger growths. Okay. What happens if I go wrong while doing this, honestly? Yeah, well, plus plus Sunlit Refuge. Looks like we need about 12 in order to clear it, but... let's see here. Yeah, Matsutake caps, which are not Ural caps, but Matsutake caps are worth 80 cryo for 3, so that's pretty good. Starving again, I will buy some more fungus. The scrap freighter is here. 20 per scrap, huh? That's a little unaffordable. I mean, it is affordable, but it's not good. On the other hand, we only need 3 scrap to finish our house, and despite our perk, it's not really coming along naturally, so... I'm gonna buy 1 for now. And we'll see what happens in a couple of cycles with Ethan. I don't know. Trying to hold out for a decent chance of oh my god, another series of bad rolls there. Yeah, I got so many things I can try to do. How much was it to invest in this business? $100. Not that unaffordable. What's the point of renting a capsule? Is it just like another place I can use other than the house? Okay, let's put one or two of these into here. Plus, it didn't hurt anything, it just wasn't good. So I can just hack away, but there's probably better things I could do with those, but... It's plus, plus, plus if I'm really good at it. Okay. Commune, wild margins. Let's keep trying to track this dude down. Plus, 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 and 5 cryo. Nice. The last couple, well... Put one into hacking away at this. Yeah. So there's not really a negative consequence, it doesn't look like. It just, it's very slow. Not an efficient use of dice. The other one I'll just use to hack somebody, I guess. More data, more money. I mean, at 20 cryo, pretty dependably, it's almost certainly the best use of those. Okay. We end cycle again. I need to take stabilizer at the end of this cycle. And we're starving. Oh, what's up, Ethan? You miss me? Ethan smiles a ragged smile at you. Not really. You look at him. He's paler than usual, hunched. He's sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth. That's no way to grade an old friend. Friend? Well, he pauses. Colleague? He smiles weakly. This is big, really big stuff about you. He seems more jittery than usual, on edge. You remember now how S&R canceled the contract on you? The contract I was going to collect? I remember. Well, I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that shit. Overjoyed. Me? I lost everything. But let's not worry about that. He smiles sarcastically. And so what do you think? That was it? I was just glad to be done with you, Ethan. Oh, the feeling's mutual. Except... Ethan leaves a dramatic pause. What if old S&R gave the bounty to someone else? Someone who was even more of a shithead than yours truly. That sounds right. He got fired for taking too damn long? He smiles darkly. What a disaster that would be. Who? Ethan grins. That's the question, isn't it? Ethan fishes around in his pocket for a slip of paper. I've been speaking to some friends, you see, some colleagues about what went down. And it turns out S&R canceled all their bounty contracts. The whole lot. It seems they've brought someone in the house. Some guy who did so well on their last contract that they got offered a job. He leans in. Apparently he made a hit on this ship called the Winter Wonderland or something. Oh, the Winterlight. We investigated that. Yeah, he killed a lot of people. He was smuggling sleepers out from under S&R's big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew the ship. Ethan whistles. They called him Hemwick or Maywick or something. He gives up looking for the paper. I forget. You mean Winterlight? That's it. He looks at you hard. So you do know about all this. He pats you on the shoulder. Then you'll be very happy to hear what I'm about to offer you. Ethan runs his hands through his greasy hair. Given this new information I've brought to light, it seems like you are in need of protection. Let's hear it. I, meanwhile, am in need of assistance in kind. It turns out I upset some people at the compressor the last time we were there, the owners, and they say they'll space me unless I work off the debt. Seems they are that kind of businessmen. He grimaces. I would pay them, but... He shrugs and turns his jacket pockets inside out in a mime of poverty. He looks pitiful, even more so for his clownish acting. Work it off, Ethan. You should be glad, the anger rising in him now, that I came here and told you this. You think anyone's looking out for you? You are a contract, a name on a list. He kicks the wall. Ethan rubs his temples. I'm sorry, he hisses. I'm sorry for being a shit and trying to kill you and whacking that thick skull of yours, he sighs. You think I want to go up against this guy? But us, he jabs a finger between the two of you, we don't have a choice. So you keep me from getting killed and I'll do the same for you. We can help each other. A straight 50-50 deal. He looks at you. I'm not asking for a favor. You know what? Fuck it. Fine, Ethan. Ethan smiles. He looks like shit warmed up. He pauses. Just think about Maywick. Think about that cold-eyed SNR shit on his way here from the core systems. He smiles. That should give you the motivation you need. Ethan swaggers off down the corridor, throwing his jacket over his shoulder. Can't wait to be working with you, he shouts. Okay. How much money does he owe? Oh my god, we are really piling these up. My god, we've got to work it off? Can't we just pay them? How much does he owe? Apparently we can't pay. We just have to work it off, yeah. And I'm not even that good at any of it. Why the hell doesn't he just work it off? Well... There's no particular timer, but I'm going to assume there's a little bit of a timer. God damn. Alright, you know what? I'm going to make this a slight priority. Not that we're very good at any of these, but... Yeah, plus, not a bad start. You and Ethan get put on the bar for a quiet shift and have a pleasant conversation with the customer. Turns out they're a friend of the owner. Alright, that's a nice start, yeah. Okay. Let's tell you what, let's find this dude, yeah? All the signs point to one place. Time to see if Ashton is there, or if this was all for nothing. The trail ahead extends deep into an overgrown section of the Greenway. At this far end of the ring, where the long, lazy curve of the Greenway becomes the shattered landscape of the wastes, things are oddly quiet. Ahead stands a vast farm stack, broken from its axis by rust or force and lying amongst the overgrown landscape like an ancient temple. It's stained with moss and algae, flows of green running out from its broken tanks like a frozen, brackish tide. This is where Ashton is hiding, you're pretty sure. All your intuition points to the shadows beneath this collapsed superstructure. You roll the comm headset Ankhita gave you in your palm. No, I'm calling her, why would I go in alone? You slip the headset into your ear and it fizzes with static. After a few moments, you hear Ankhita. Sleeper, have you located the target? A doubt enters your mind. Can you be sure he's there? Mostly sure, come on. Copy. Hold tight until I get there. Static cuts out. The channel dead. You hold your position and watch the trail. Ahead, the stars wheel with the motion of the eye and your mind wanders. You try to imagine what this place looked like before the collapse. All ordered rows of crops, corporate pleasure gardens, glowing farm stacks. Now it's a wilderness, a strange overgrown biosphere bordered by the void of space. You smile, despite everything. It seems like an improvement. Sleeper, Ankhita's hiss brings you out of your reverie. He in the collapsed stack? I think so, Ankhita. She gives you a look. You better be right. Well, there's no way I'm following that trail. If he's up there, he'll have eyes on that for sure. She glances across the landscape. Let's keep to the undergrowth, work our way around. She heads off towards the central spine of the Greenway, with you following close behind. It's slow going there, where the overgrowth meets the metal wall, but it's so concealed that you can barely see the glass roof high above. Ankhita somehow seems to know where to go. Ankhita works her way through dense undergrowth, pushing aside branches and fronds. It's exhausting, and you desperately want to rest, but Ankhita shows no signs of letting up. Up ahead, there's a faint glow from the collapsed stack. Ankhita leads you around the side to a broken tank. You both step through the opening, trying to avoid the broken glass that sits among the moss and algae. You work your way up to the slanted tank, Ankhita setting a deliberate pace. Somewhere water drips, and you swear you hear bird song. Hanging plants catch the light, coating the place in a pale and sickly green. Ankhita reaches the edge of the tank where it meets the central drum and holds up a hand for you to stop. You inch forward and look over the edge. The vast drum is like a cistern with plants growing on all sides and wet mossy islands at its base. It's beautiful, and for a moment you can't see anything but tones of green. Then you see the sleeper. Oh shit. In a faint circle of light, descending down through the drum, the sleeper lies slumped at an odd angle. They're surrounded by crates, and beside them, on one of the mossy islands, there's an object. A cylinder set on a tarp. It's connected to the sleeper's head. You flinch. Are they one of the others? One of the ones that escaped with you? You squint, trying to recognize them. They're twisted, broken open. Wrong. You look away. Ankhita doesn't look at you. She doesn't look at the sleeper. She fixes her eyes on the object. That's Amber's ship mine, she says. You suddenly recognize the cylinder. Wait. You turn to Ankhita to speak, but she's already gone. She drops off the edge of the tank and lands on one of the mossy islands, her armor letting out a hiss as it absorbs the impact. The shot hits her shoulder piece, the ceramic armor cracking but holding as she braces into the impact. Then she launches herself forward, the now activated armor launching her across the drum. Another shot goes wide before she reaches the cover of the crates beside the sleeper. Shit! You hear the shout from one of the tanks high on the far wall. Ankhita reaches over and wraps a hand around the thick connection between the ship mine to the sleeper. What is she doing? You better come down here or I'll rip this right out of their head, she screams at the wall of tanks. You shiver at the suggestion. Not my business at this point. There's a long pause. All you can hear is the dripping of the water running down the walls of the drum. Then Ashton calls out. I'm coming down, Ankhita. Don't do anything stupid, for God's sake. He appears at the far side of the drum, stepping through the shallow water, rifle raised above his head. Drop the gun, Ankhita shouts. He throws it down into the moss. As you lean out to watch, you see him catch your eye, clocking your presence. What are you up to here, Ashton, you sicko? She stands, keeping her sidearm trained on his head. You ripped my ship mine for what? Some freakish experiment? Ashton approaches with shaking hands, his eyes now fixed on the connecting bundle of wires that Ankhita still has hold of. Steady, Ankhita, it isn't like that. I needed the ship mine. You have to understand, they would have died without it. What are you talking about? I don't give a shit why you ripped my ship mine and crippled my ship. I should put you down right now. She tightens her grip on the connection. Typical of you, Ankhita. No curiosity. Ashton smiles shakily. That's why I never asked for it, for your help. You only look after yourself. He nods at you. That sleeper up there, they're just bait, right? To draw me out? Ankhita sucks a breath in. Are you trying to give me more reasons to shoot you? I love them, Ankhita. Ashton looks at the crumpled sleeper. I love them and they were going to die. I knew you would never understand that. He starts closing the gap between himself and Ankhita now, slowly inching forward. Don't do that, Ashton, Ankhita snarls. Don't do that. Let the wires go, Ankhita. Let us go. If you don't get out of my way. He inches closer. Please. I can't let you take it, Ashton. Ankhita hardens her stare. You stole it from me. You left me for dead. She shakes her head. You think I'm going to trust you after all that? I need it, Ankhita. I need them to survive. Ashton's in reach of the sleeper now, of Ankhita. I'm going to take them now, Ankhita. He raises a hand. I'm going to take the ship mine and go. She's... No. Ankhita loosens her grip on the connection a little. Her hand is shaking now. Stop, Ashton. She lowers the gun a little. Stop. Seeing her drop her guard, he makes his move. A blur of movement, a struggle, a shot, another. You recoil back behind the edge as they ricochet around the inside of the drum, the sound deafening you. When you crawl back to the edge, Ashton is bleeding into the water, the red and the green. Ankhita is standing at the center of the drum, the severed connection in her hand. The water drips endlessly, drip after drip after drip. You force yourself to look at the broken sleeper. There's no sign of life, of humanity. There's just another broken object among other broken objects, while all around living things grow and thrive. Ankhita finally looks back up at you, tears in her eyes. She begins to say something that might be sorry, but you're already gone. Well, that didn't really end well. What else is there out here? Just these wastes? Oh, we are not good enough to even attempt to... Oh, there's scrap we could get here. But we're not good enough to even attempt to get that. Wait, really? I thought we were pretty good at gathering scrap. Oh, this is endure, not engineering. Okay. So the only thing we can do really out here then is work at this commune. Which we're not particularly great at, but... A +++ Haifa member and plus energy. The beds are slower than the stacks. They reward patience, not just effort. As you finish, the canteen workers bring out food for your cycle. Another drive. Join the Haifa commune. Okay. Let's forage some more for gear roll caps. Plus gear roll caps. We're almost there. One more and we can get the fungus thing. Okay, we need to inject some stabilizer. And end cycle. Oh, okay, this is how long we have for Maywick to get here. We need to leave the station, get protection, or disable our tracker before they arrive. That is a while, to be fair, but yes, we can assume that if that timer runs down and we haven't done one of those 3 things, we're dead. Thanks for watching, Space Sailors. Hope you enjoyed. New episodes will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like or subscribing, and have a nice day, Space Sailors. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.